Have you ever felt inundated or overwhelmed by all the business coaches out there trying to get you to sign up and use their proprietary method to build your own business? I mean, what's really the best way to build your business? Who has the best system? Should I invest multiple tens of thousands of dollars with the hope that, their system will work for me? If you've ever asked yourself these questions, stay tuned. Now, building a business can feel so mysterious, particularly for those of us without a business degree. Some businesses seem to succeed quickly and in a big way, while so many others seem to die on the vine, never really getting off the ground. Why is that? And how can you make sure that your business isn't one that dies an early death? These were questions I asked myself. I hired business coaches to help me get my business moving. I've attended plenty of free trainings and webinars on getting clients. I read all sorts of books, talked with all sorts of business owners, done everything I could think of to build a solid foundation for my own coaching business. And, I think I've done a pretty good job. But it wasn't without its struggles and frustrations and failures. I've learned a lot. I've learned from every coach, teacher, consultant, webinar I've ever encountered. They were all successful business owners, and they all had their method or system to help me build my own business. And all of them had things that were of value to me. But I still wondered why their supposedly foolproof system worked for them, and at least some of their clients, but didn't work for all of their clients. I mean, if the system is so good, why doesn't everyone build a successful six-figure business? By the way, have you noticed that they nearly all have six-figure in their title or tagline? Anyway, I wanted to know what the key was to making a business rock. And here's what I've learned from my own experience as well as from watching others. All those proprietary methods have great information. In one sense, they all work. But I've seen people follow those methods to the letter and still fail to get their business going. I've also seen how people who don't follow those methods, who seem to do everything wrong, yet still build a thriving business. What's going on? Well, it's clearly not all about that proprietary method and doing all the right things. What I've discovered is that the secret ingredient to building a business is making sure that whatever you do is in alignment with your vision, your values, and your goals. Alignment is the key. Alignment makes anything work. Alignment, aligns all the cooperative components that you need so that what you're creating comes about powerfully, easily, and often quite quickly. So what do I mean by alignment? Ever had the experience when you're trying to do something and you procrastinate or avoid it, you maybe do mediocre work on it? You're not really engaged in a way that brings your whole self to the task? You only go sort of halfway? Everything seems hard and it's a struggle. This is what it feels like to be out of alignment. Or have you ever heard a sales pitch that made you feel wary? Ever seen a social media post that felt off, inauthentic? Ever had the sense that you just shouldn't trust a certain person because, something just felt wrong? These are all examples of someone who's out of alignment. There's an inauthenticity about them. A conflict seems to exist somewhere between what they're saying and what they're doing. And this inauthenticity causes you not to trust what you're seeing on the surface. But when you're in alignment, whatever you're doing is satisfying, enjoyable. Time will fly by because you're so engaged in what you're doing, time seems irrelevant. Tasks are completed quickly, easily, and are usually pretty well done. And when someone is in alignment, you just know in your gut that they believe with all their heart what they're saying. You can feel how grounded, real, honest, authentic they are. Their message comes across with such depth, such attraction power. You're not sure exactly why, but you find yourself drawn to them and their message. Something inside you says they can be trusted. This is alignment. People who are in alignment, who speak from their heart and their values, attract others to them. People can't seem to stay away. Followers show up out of nowhere. Customers start signing up for anything they offer. And to those operating in alignment, it can feel like the universe brings them everything they need and want, and they don't even have to work very hard for it. Things seem to come of their own accord. Now, a side note, that's not actually true. There is plenty of work that's required. But when you're in alignment, it doesn't feel like work. It feels effortless. Alignment is what I believe determines how successful a business endeavor is or isn't. When you're in alignment, it will be hard not to succeed, regardless of what you do. And when you combine alignment with powerful tools, well, things become unstoppable. But when you combine those powerful tools with being out of alignment, everything will seem like a struggle and not be nearly as effective. So all those proprietary methods and systems, all those business coaches out there, they are all great. But they're only part of the story. You can't build your business the way they built theirs. That was their path. You have to build your business your way. You have to create a path that is in alignment with you. Now, there are plenty of great things to learn from other people's paths and their experiences. But in the end, you have to build your own path to your own successful business. That's how I approach helping my own clients build their businesses. We first and foremost find alignment. Then, using a few basic principles of business, we let their alignment give power to those principles that are really about focusing energy in a direction of a successful business. Now, there is no one way to build a business. There are as many ways as there are entrepreneurs. The key is to align your values and goals with your efforts to focus energy. This, I believe, is the way to build a business. Now, I'll be creating a few more videos that go into some of the details about finding alignment and about matching that alignment with a simple and powerful blueprint to help you build your business your way. Now, as always, like this video and subscribe to this channel to help spread the word. And if you would like to dive deeper into what I've shared here, just contact me at the links in the description below. Till next time, I wish you abundance and joy.